Good evening. My name is Marjorie Cabral and I will be presenting to you a video about the tissues, different kinds of tissues that can be found in the human body. First, I would like to discuss the epithelial tissue. They are large sheets of cells covering all the surfaces of the body, exposed to the outside world and the lining of the outside organs. First, we're going to discuss the simple squamous, which we can find it here. Simple squamous are single-layer flattened cells. We can find that at the lining of the blood and lymphatic vessels. Its function is for diffusion, filtration, and osmosis. Next, we're going to discuss the stratified squamous. This one. Stratified squamous are many layers. The outermost layer are flattened cells. Location, we can find that at the surface lining of the mouth and esophagus. Its function is for protection. Next, we are going to discuss about the simple columnar. This one. It's a single layer, tall and narrow cells. You can find that at the surface layer of the lining of the stomach, the intestine, and the parts of the respiratory tract. The function is for protection, secretion, and transport. Next, we're going to discuss the stratified transitional, which is this one. Stratified transitional are many layers, varying transitional shapes capable of stretching. We can find that at the urinary bladder, and the function is for protection. Next, we are going to discuss about the pseudo-stratified, which is this one. They are single layer of tall cells that wedge together to appear as if they are two or more layers, and we can find that at the surface lining of the trachea. The function is for protection. Next is the simple cuboidal. Simple cuboidal is this one. They are single layer of cells that are tall as they are wide. We can find that at the kidney tubules. The function is for secretion and absorption. Next, we are going to discuss about the connective tissues. Connective tissues are tissues that connect tissues and organs. Their function is to support and connect to other tissues. First, we're going to discuss about areolar or loose tissue. There are loose arrangement of collagen fibers, elastic fibers, and cells. We can find that at the area between other tissues and organs. Function is for connection. Adipose tissue or fat tissue are cells that contains large fat vesicles. Location are the area under the skin, the padding at various points. The function is for protection, insulation, support, and nutrient reserve. Next is the dense fibers. They are dense arrangement of collagen and fiber bundles. We can find that at the tendons, the ligament, the fascia, scar tissue. The function is flexible but strong in connection. Next, we are going to discuss the bone tissue. They are hard, calcified matrix arranged in osteons. Location is the skeleton. Function is to support and for protection. Cartilage. Cartilage are hard but somewhat flexible gel matrix with embedded chondrocytes. We can find that at the part of nasal septum. We can also find that at the larynx or the rings in the trachea and bronchi. Functions is for firm but flexible support. Blood. Blood are liquid matrix with flowing red and white cells. Location, blood vessels. Function, transportation. The last one is the hematopoietic. They are the liquid matrix with dense arrangements of blood cell producing cells. Location is the red bone marrow. Function is for blood cell formation. Next, we are going to discuss about the muscle tissue. Muscle tissues are characterized by properties that allow movement. There are three different kinds of muscle tissue: the skeletal, the cardiac, and the smooth. The skeletal tissue are long thread-like cells with multiple nuclei and striation. Location is in the muscles that attach to the bones. Function is for maintenance of posture, movement of bones. You can also find that at the eye muscle, where the function is for eye movement. Next is the cardiac tissue, which also called as striated involuntary. They are branching, interconnected cylinders with faint striation. Location, we can find that at the wall of the heart. Function is contraction of the heart. Next is the smooth tissue. Smooth tissue are thread-like cells with single nuclei and no striation. Location are the walls of tubular viscera of the digestive, respiratory, and genitourinary tracts. Function is for movement of substances along with respective tracts. Next, you can also find the smooth muscles at the walls of the blood vessels and large lymphatic vessels. The function is for changing of diameters of the vessels. Last one, we're going to discuss the nervous tissue. Nervous tissue are characterized as being excitable and capable of sending and receiving electrochemical signals that provide the body with information. Two main classes of nervous tissue are the neurons and the neuralgia. Neurons propagate information via electrochemical impulses, while the neuralgia play an essential role in supporting neurons and modulating their information propagation. And that ends our video for today. Thank you.